That's what I'm talking about. What did I tell you? Or I'm going to say y'all. Because so many people were counting out Dern. I mean, she was the favorite and rightfully so. But so many people were counting out Mackenzie Dern. Everyone was picking Verna. So many Verna Janjiroba Glazers. Like, oh, Dern's gonna get destroyed. Verna's gonna be champion. Verna's the best. She's the second best in the division. She's the best. She'll be champ now that Whaley's gone. Dern sucks. Dude, I've been saying this whole time. Verna Janjiroba is not that good of a fighter. Who said that Verna Janjiroba is overrated? Me. Who said that Verna Janjiroba was mid? Me. Who said that Verna Janjiroba just is ass? Yours truly. And who said that Mackenzie Dern stylistically was a nightmare matchup? Oh yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Exactly like I predicted. I'm so glad in my prediction video. I'm so glad I did not. When I was like pausing and thinking for a long time, I'm glad I just stuck with my gut and went with Dern and not with what the crowd thought. So I feel like one of the very few people who called this outcome, and I'm going to take this win home with me like a trophy. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. And I'm so glad Verna Janjiroba won or lost this fight, because y'all acted like, oh, she was the second coming of Jesus Christ. She's better than Tatiana Suarez, which she's freaking not. Y'all started jumping off the Suarez train and started acting like Janjiroba was the better version of Suarez, the next, or that Suarez, if Suarez was actually good in your minds, right? That's how y'all were acting. I know that probably didn't make sense. But Verna came to shut all that, Dern came to shut all that down. Because what did I say going in? I said Mackenzie Dern has a power advantage, a scrapping advantage, a toughness advantage. Now, I did say Verna was like the slightly better striker, and I based that opinion off the first fight, because Verna kind of looked slightly more technical, but her technicality was overridden by Dern's sloppiness. In this fight, Dern looked technical, she looked faster, she looked more athletic, landing leg kicks, landing body kicks, landing jabs, landing a clean straight cross. Her hands looked nice, her defense looked nice. And why I knew Dern would win this fight is simply for the fact that how does Janjiroba beat a lot of her opponents? She doesn't win by striking. I mean, maybe that's how she beat Godinez. But she usually wins by taking girls down and using her jiu-jitsu, and girls have to worry about her jiu-jitsu. Girls have to worry about keeping the fight on the feet against Verna. Girls don't want to get taken down when they fight Verna Janjiroba, right? But like I said, Dern does not have to fear the takedowns like others. And on the feet, Dern doesn't have to fear power like she did against Andrade or like she did against Lemos, right? On the feet, she's safe. And on the feet, I did say that Janjiroba, despite me giving her an advantage, she didn't have that much of an advantage. But as it turned out, she had no advantage on the feet at all. There was no place safe for Verna Janjiroba. And even though Dern couldn't submit her off her back for like the 9 times she got taken down, I believe, she did nothing with those takedowns. And Dern was active off her back. She was active, landing from bottom, landing these 12-6 elbows, which are legal now. So even though she was getting taken down and not getting subs, she was doing the work. She was doing the work on the feet and doing the work from off her back. And like I predicted, Dern would win a 48-47 decision, although one judge gave it 4-1, and I actually gave Dern 4 rounds to 1. I don't know what DC was talking about, saying, oh yeah, round 3, Verna might have stole the 3rd round because of the takedown. I'm like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Dern was out striking Verna Janjiroba in the 3rd round. And then she got taken down, and what did Verna Janjiroba do? Nothing. Verna Janjiroba did nothing but lay there, taking deep breaths, while getting 12-6 elbowed up top her head. That's all she did. One takedown did not seal the round. Like, did we not just learn from Jailton Almeida's mistake of just laying there holding position without actually doing anything? Did we not see what happened with Almeida and how he lost to Volkov? Come on now. Come on now. I ended up going like 2-2 on this main card, 2-2-1 because of the Aspinall Gane fight being a no contest, but this is like the most satisfying outcome of the year. I've always hated Verna Jandiroba. She's always been my op. And I hated her for the simple fact, not who she is as a person. I don't know her personally. I just always thought she was overrated and never that good. I always thought she was an overachiever. I always thought this girl, she's like, people are glazing her like she's like just, I don't know. They acted like she was better than what Prime Thug Rose, Prime Joanna, they acted like she was better than all the legends of the past in the strawweight division. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's not better than those people. She's not even better than Andrade at her best. Okay, yeah, she beat Yan Xiaonan, but Yan Xiaonan can't grapple. We've been knowing this. Yeah, she beat Marina, but I've always thought Marina sucked too and only had good striking. That's it. Okay, so what? She beat, freaking Lupita Godinez. Lupita Godinez is not that good. Okay, she beat Angela Hill. Who doesn't beat Angela Hill? But for all of y'all who are crapping on Tatiana Suarez, at least Tatiana has beaten 3 former champions, no matter how much you want to move the goalpost. And her only loss was to the best in the division, who's now not in the division anymore. We'll see if she can beat Val or not, because the outcome of the Val fight depends on whether we'll see Weili at strawweight again or not. But Tatiana's only loss was to Weili. Verna Jandiroba's losses were to Carla. Tough former champion, but not that good. Decent fighter. Lost to Dern twice. Lost to Amanda Ribas, who is a bum, okay? So when I saw all of her losses, I'm like, dude, she is way too overhyped. She's getting lucky. She's getting fortunate with the matchups she's been given. But once she had to face Dern again and for the title, I knew she was not winning that fight. Well, I don't want to say I knew, because I was a little bit nervous. And Verna did have her moments. She was more confident with the wrestling, and I was worried that, what if Dern won't be able to get back up? Or what if she just loses by being held down? But thankfully, Dern actually prioritized defending takedowns and getting back to her feet, not just accepting and laying on bottom. But now that Dern is champion, things get interesting. Like, if Weili Zhang beats Valentina Shevchenko, then she's going to stay at flyweight, of course. And then Dern, all she has to worry about is Tatiana Suarez. And if that fight happens, based off today, I honestly don't know exactly what's going to happen in that fight. A lot of people thought that Dern was a bad matchup for Suarez, and she might be. Striking, she's better than Suarez. She has the power, the confidence to scrap. Whereas, Suarez does not like getting hit, and she doesn't have hands. But one thing about Dern that I did not like to see in this fight is she can be held down. Her jiu-jitsu can be neutralized. And Tatiana is a way better wrestler than Vina Jandiroba. Way better wrestler, way better control. Verna just has better jiu-jitsu. That's it. But Tatiana could definitely hold down Mackenzie Dern round by round, and she could definitely, mitigate the sub threat from, the top position, right? But who knows? Suarez's wrestling lately hasn't been looking that good. Lemos was able to defend a lot of her takedowns and get up and scramble and get reversals. Weili was able to shut down her wrestling entirely. So Dern and her team, they might be prepared to actually defend takedowns of Suarez and not just play the bottom game. Because if she's too willing to play the bottom game with Suarez, if she shows no respect or fear of the wrestling of Tatiana, she actually might lose that fight by just being held down. But if she comes in this Tatiana fight where she's focused on takedown defense and only fight off bottom if she needs to, she may win. But for right now, I'm kind of 50-50 on that fight. But if Weili loses to Valentina and then moves back down, I'm picking Wei Li to get her belt back against Dern. I don't think Dern's reign as champion is going to last. I don't think it's meant to last, but at least she made her mark in history. Once a champ, always a champ. Doesn't matter what happens next. But now that it's so funny though, like if Whaley doesn't come back, everyone has a chance at the belt because Dern has had so many losses. Yan Xiaonan beat her. Lemos beat her. Andrade beat her. Andrade is probably going to be rushing to get back in the win column. So, and Suarez has a chance at beating her. So strawweight has breathing room as long as Whaley doesn't move back down. But if Zhang Weili loses, she's coming back down, and we're going to enter a system reset. And I predicted in my last live stream, Dern beats Verna, Whaley loses to Valentina, and then she moves back down. She wins the belt back at strawweight, continues to dominate for a couple more defenses, and then retires on top. And we might just be seeing that. But I hope that Whaley beats, Val, so Suarez can get a shot, because I do like Suarez's chances against Dern. And I'm not saying for sure she beats Dern. I might not pick Suarez to win, but she's always had a better shot beating Dern than Wei Li. Then we could be seeing a Tatiana title win in 2026, hopefully. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe, and peace out.